Hello, and welcome back to M's Flavor Stage. So I hope that you are enjoying your Saturday. It's pretty chill around here today. I don't have to go to work, so I'm enjoying my weekend with my family, and I have a taste for some seafood. So today I am going to be making a seafood mofongo, okay? So I have actually made a shrimp mofongo in the wee early stages of me creating this YouTube channel. So we're gonna revisit how to make the mofongo. Of course, there's so many different styles of how to make it, but I'm gonna make it in a classical way today. And then we're gonna have some very garlicky lobster tail with a little bit of shrimp in there. And who knows, I may even put a few pieces of crab meat in there as well. So I want to thank you all for tuning into my channel. Hey, to all my latest subscribers, and a big hug to all of those who have been with me from the jump. So without any further ado, let's get cooking. All right, so now we're gonna begin taking the skin off of our plantain. Yeah, look at the size of this baby right here. I have to go to a specific store to get the plantains, because if I try to order them from somewhere like Walmart, they're gonna give me like something that looks like almost yellow. So I have to pay a little extra to get these. And, you know, we're dealing with inflation. The cost of everything is super high. So I just deal with it. But here's my little plantain here. So I'm gonna cut the ends off, as you can see. And to make it easier for me, I'm gonna cut this in half, all right? So then I'm going to cut a slit into the skin, not too deep. And then I'm gonna use my knife to just start to pull the skin away, as you can see, all right? Then I'm gonna use my finger and just start to pull the skin carefully off, okay? Wanna make sure you get all that skin off. Sometimes you may not be able to just pull it off right in one go. I mean, you don't need a whole bunch of skill, but you know, just do the best you can. All right. So that's that. All right. I'm gonna do the same for the rest of the plantains I have. I have 5 plantains that I'm working with. Then I'm gonna cut these in, maybe I would say this is like 1 inch or so. I'm gonna cut them in sizes like this, and I'm gonna put them to my oil. Be right back. Right, so you're gonna wanna fry these up until they're nice and golden brown. For the plantains that you have left in the other batch that you're waiting to be able to cook, you can put them in just a bowl of water to keep them from turning brown. All right, be right back. Right, so this is how our plantains are looking. They should be nice and golden brown, but not overly cooked. All right, then I sprinkled some adobo in here. I would say it was about a tablespoon or so. So and then I'm gonna sprinkle shrimp that I have seasoned with my sazon tropical. Okay, I figured I should just add everything in here now. So the next thing I'm gonna add are these lobster tails I got from Walmart, langostino lobster tail, pre-cooked. Okay, I'm gonna add the entire package to this bowl, along with a little bit of this crab meat. Okay, this is Aqua Star, and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the bowl and stir it up, and then we're gonna move on to adding this to our skillet. And I'm gonna add a few more seasonings once I transfer it to the skillet. Be right back. All right, here in my skillet, I have 3 tablespoons of butter, followed by 1 tablespoon of sofrito that I'm just gonna stir up a little bit. All right, Next, I am adding a tablespoon of garlic paste. All right. Ooh, this is popping. And I went ahead and added my lobster, shrimp, and crab meat. All right. I would say I added about 1/2 cup of the crab meat I had, along with the entire pack of the shrimp and the lobster tails. I'm going to let this cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. All right. And we're gonna see what the flavors taste like then. If I need to add more, then I'll just add more flavors. I just don't want this to be too salty or anything like that. All right, be right back. All right, so far our flavor is good. But I'm gonna add the rest of our ingredients, okay? So I'm gonna add 1 cup of chicken stock, okay? Followed by a tablespoon of pepper. I'm gonna go with a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, okay? Followed by a teaspoon of onion powder, okay? We're gonna add a little bit of adobo. Get this open here. All right, so we're gonna do a teaspoon of adobo. All right, I'm gonna mix this up, all right? Now, to thicken my sauce, I'm gonna do a slurry of water and flour. So I'm gonna take half a cup of water and add like a tablespoon of flour to that, mix it up, and I'm gonna add it to this so you can see how that looks. Be right back. All right, so now I have added a handful of sliced red onions. So we're gonna let this get nice and soft. All right, we're gonna keep cooking this for about 5 to 7 minutes or more. And we're gonna move on to assembling our mofongo. Be right back. All right, so everything is done. I'm just gonna top it off with a little bit of parsley. All right, and now let's move on. All right, so here I have some pork rinds that I have pretty much just ground it up like that. I'm gonna be adding it to my mofongo mixture. I'm gonna be mashing my plantains in here and making my little balls. All right, be right back. Right, so now I'm going to start to assemble my mofongo, okay? So here I have my pilon, looks like this. I'm actually waiting to get a bigger one that I have, but I'm gonna have to work with this for it now. Okay, and I'm going to take a few pieces of plantain and add them in here. All right, since this one's smaller, I'm not gonna add like a whole bunch, all right? Then I'm gonna take about half a teaspoon of garlic paste. Now you could go with the fresh garlic. You can just smash it in here if you like. All right, so I'm gonna start smashing this together. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of adobo. So let's say a teaspoon of adobo. And just really mash that in there, okay? Put your umph into it. Gotta put my arm up in here. Ooh, that's why I wish I had my big one. Okay, so once everything is evenly mashed, then you're gonna get yourself a spoon. Get yourself a spoon so that you're able to take it out. Also, I forgot one of my ingredients, which was my chicharrones, my pork rinds. So let me add that in there. It's gonna give an extra crunch and add to the flavor, okay? I'm mashing that really well. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is add a little tiny bit of oil, okay? So I'm working with peanut oil today. So I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit of oil, like so, and really mash that in there, okay? Get this all evenly coated, and then we're gonna get this bad boy out. All right, so this is how it's looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get my spoon this out, and I'm gonna form a dome from it. All right, this would be probably a serving size that I would give to my daughter because she doesn't eat a whole lot. So it would be a dome like this. And then I'll show you how it's gonna look plated later on, okay? I'm gonna continue doing these and I'll be right back. All right, so here I have our seafood mofongo. This is how it's looking. Take a look at that shrimp and the lobster and the crab in there. It looks absolutely delicious. All right, now I'm going to take a bite of our mofongo. The lobster is absolutely amazing. That nice sweetness and just the texture of the lobster pairs like absolutely well with the mofongo. The mofongo is nice and soft. Has a tiny bit of a crunch. After I made my ball, I kind of tossed it in some oil to have the outer layer of the mofongo a little crispy. The shrimp is absolutely delicious, has the perfect texture that I want. Not too soft and like not too like chewy. And then the crab meat that's on there actually pairs really well with the taste of the lobster and everything else. My seasonings with my sofrito, with my adobo, with all the other things that I added on here makes this Puerto Rican perfection. Let's call it that, all right? So, if you decide to make this dish, please let a sister know in the comments, okay? You guys know that I would love to know how it came out for you. If you have any tips you want to give, any questions about anything, feel free to leave them in the comments. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode of M's Flavor Stage. Ciao.